this is the thing. If we are ever going to get to the bottom of this, we must not, and I repeat, we must not let fear take over.
Things have turned a bit crazy lately, and I can't stop thinking. First, my friend Amalia invites me to join her book club. Of all things, a book club. Since I never liked reading, this will mean going to a place where I must talk about something I never do with people I've never seen before. That would be a disaster. But I feel I can't say no to Amalia, not after what she did for me when I was going through my darkest hour. And that was not the only thing that sent my brain on overdrive. There is also the mystery of the fallen pots. It's happened twice now that I come back home. My pots are on the floor, all broken, and my geraniums are scattered all over the place. This cannot be a coincidence. And if that wasn't enough, what I found yesterday took things to a whole new level, from strange to downright creepy. I wonder what Amalia will make of this. I've got to call her.
That you found what?
Just as you heard it, a stuffed purple mouse on my windowsill, exactly where I had the two pots that fell and broke.
I'm sure there must be a logical explanation. Do your neighbors have children?
Yes, but there is no way they could have gotten into the courtyard. I'll tell you what, I'm starting to get scared. What if it is a criminal psychopath playing with my mind?
This is the thing. If we are ever going to get to the bottom of this, we must not, and I repeat, we must not let fear take over. Of course, I can see it's a bit odd, but it's best not to overthink things. Now, having said that, it's always wise taking reasonable precautions, such as making sure that both window and door to the backyard are locked before you go to bed.
I'll definitely make sure of that.
Now that I've got you on the phone, I wanted to talk with you about the book club. I know you're still in two minds about it, and that's okay, but I was thinking, our next meeting is in 4 weeks, right? So if after thinking about it you decide to join us, you might as well start reading the book we picked from now, and that way you will have enough time to prepare. Otherwise, you might need to wait for another whole month.
You are right. You know what? I wouldn't mind waiting. I can join in 2 months or even 3 months. Not a problem at all. I'm a very patient person.
But it will be so nice if you could come to this one. Let's do this. I'll give you all the details now. If in the end you decide not to come, that's all good. At least you will have read a good book. Nothing to lose. On the other hand, if you do decide to come, you will be prepared and you won't miss a session unnecessarily. I know that there is a copy of the book available at the City Library, so you wouldn't even need to buy it. What do you think?
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not much of a bookish kind of person. As a student, I only read because I had no choice. And this thing of sharing what I read with a bunch of strangers is like a regression to those dreadful days. But well, I promised Amalia that I will read the book and take some notes, and that's what I'm going to do. Plus, I don't have any better plans for the weekend anyway. Well, sure what it is, but I'm picking up some signs that something is going to go really wrong. Like a looming disaster of some sort. Maybe I shouldn't go in. I knew I should have stayed home today. Well, I did it. I got my first library membership card. It was actually very easy. I never thought that something like this would make me feel so good. That was truly unexpected. But even more unexpected than that was what happened when I got home. The purple toy mouse was gone. And that meant that while I was out, someone or something had been in my backyard. Whatever the case, I made an effort to keep my cool. Just as Amalia said, don't let fear take over. So I made sure that the window kitchen and the door to the backyard were locked. And then I made myself a cup of jasmine tea and focused on setting the scene for an evening of intellectual pursuits. Coincidentally, the book talked about fear. Not the justifiable fear that you feel when you are facing something clearly dangerous, but the fear present in our daily life that keeps us trapped and unhappy. And only a few pages into the first chapter, I found something that got my attention. He said that there is more to fear than meets the eye. And if we look at it closely, we are going to find that it has 3 layers. I imagine it will be like a fruit, with a skin layer, the flesh, and the core. The skin of fear is how fear appears to us, that which we believe we are scared of. It can be in the form of things that might happen to us, like the fear of losing our job, or it can be about things that will happen, mainly because they are just part of life, such as aging. Or it can be fear of doing something, like the fear of meeting new people, making a mistake, or the fear of getting back to school as an adult. Or, of course, the fear of joining a book club. Now, the appearance of fear can be deceptive. The proof is that one same thing can paralyze some people but not others, which means that what we really fear is not the thing itself, it's something else, something in the deeper layers. So right underneath the skin, there is the flesh of fear. If I understood well, it is what the thing means to us. And if I think of the book club, well, I know what it possibly means for me. It means being in one same room with those intellectual and well-read people who sooner or later will realize that I don't have anything interesting to say, and plus I'm a bit weird. But the book says that there is an even deeper layer, the very essence of our fear, the core of the fruit. And the essence of our fear is a belief about ourselves. The belief that we are not capable of facing that which we fear, that we will crumble, that it will destroy us. Wow, that really struck a chord for me, because what I fear behind my fear is that from the moment I picked up the slightest signal that those people in the book club had found out who I really was and started avoiding me, I will have a major meltdown and it will take me weeks to recover. But then the book invites us to change our viewpoint and think for a moment, what if that belief was untrue? In what way things will be different if, regardless of what happened at the book club, I felt strong enough to face it? That idea got me really curious, and I would have kept reading all night if it wasn't because all of a sudden I had the strong sense that I was being observed, and I became overwhelmed with paralyzing fear.